What's going on, guys? NoSlack Novak here, back with episode 8 of SimAirport. This is our fairly new airport that we're working on. We just did this giant remodel over here of the security / the ticketing area. We should be able to fit a ton of passengers with this new setup. Now, one of the few things that I want to do, there's a ton of things that I really want to do, but flooring is obviously going to be a big priority, because look at this. We have none of the baggage claim area is floored out. We have a whole bunch of little patchy areas here that need to get filled out, a big chunk of our security, and then pretty much all of ticketing has to get flooring put down. Now, one thing that I did notice, though, that I want to address right away is that people are waiting in line, and then as they have to go to the restroom, they'll actually come out through baggage claim and they'll go use this restroom over here that's in by the ticketing area, because that is really the only restroom that we have in the entire airport. So that's something that we want to address. Now I'm thinking, where is a good spot for a restroom? And I really like this spot up here by security. So what I want to do is we're definitely going to build a restroom right there, but I'm going to actually de-zone a couple of these squares over here, and we're going to make this a little bit larger. Now, so we have the wall here, so we can put like sinks along here. We can have 2 tiles for just walking area. Then we're going to have the toilets there, and then we're going to make the wall right there. Let's do, I guess we could do one more. You know what, let's do that. Let's cancel that project, and we're gonna actually extend it out just a little bit more. Then we could put that door right there, square in the middle. Right there. Now let's put down all of those toilets and all of those sinks. We're gonna put the toilets along this wall over here, and that is gonna get absolutely filled out. Then we're gonna do the sinks. And I'm thinking, let's see, how many could we do? So that's 7, right? So let's just do it like this. And then we will put some garbage cans in there, because obviously there's, you know, a lot of trash in the restrooms. We'll put that right there. We have another trash can out here in case we need that. And let's go ahead and zone that for restrooms. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put down the flooring there too. Now, we've talked about this a few times. What kind of flooring goes in the restrooms? That floor 12 looks like a little bit too fancy to go in there. Floor 8, you know what, let's give floor 8 a shot. So we'll do something like that. Speed up time, let's watch them make that. And that's going to work really well, because now the passengers that are waiting and the passengers that are leaving our airport, they're no longer going to have to go through baggage claim and then all the way back into the ticketing restroom. They can just go ahead and use that one. And I'm thinking in the future we might also add a restroom in the baggage claim area. We could do one maybe up here in this corner or over here in this corner. I think that would look pretty good. Now, I want to say we have $227,000. I do want to start expanding downwards, add another gate too. That's something we'll hopefully get done a little bit later on in this episode. For now, though, let's just do the flooring. Let's make this place look nice. So, what kind of flooring should we do in the ticketing area? This is our initial spot. This is where people come into the airport and they see us right away. I really do like this floor 14. Let's try that. Let's make all of ticketing floor 14, and let's just see how that looks. We do have the game sped up all the way. And a few of you guys were pointing out too that we should have the pickup area larger than the drop-off area, because, you know, people typically get dropped off 1 bus, 2 buses at a time, you know, maybe a car here and there. And as you guys can see, there's not really like a big congregation of people that get dropped off at once, which is absolutely true. But when people do get off the plane, they go directly through baggage claim and into pickups. So the pickup area, I agree. The pickup area should be larger than the drop-off area. That is something that we can do. Once we do a little bit more expansion, we can get rid of this wall here, the fence, move that over just a little bit, and then we can extend this pickup area. And then I really don't like how tiny this delivery and the dumpster area is, the garbage can area. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to move that later as well as expanding it. And we might just we might get rid of these little I don't know what you'd call them. We might just connect these roads up here so that it's all one big road with an option to turn out if you want. That's gonna be later. That probably won't be this episode. Now, is that the floor that they put down? I don't know if I like that. Let's go ahead and turn off the overlay. I want to say it's in preferences, zone overlays. Let's turn that off. Get rid of this. You know what? Yeah, I don't think I really like that all that much. It's very dark. I mean, no, I mean I do like the way it looks. I just don't think it really fits with ticketing. I think we did probably waste a lot of money on that. Let's try another flooring option. No, and I'm not really liking that one either. I think let's go with a different flooring option. Let's do something that's more bathroomy. Let's do floor 2, and we'll do that over here and over here, and hopefully that looks better. Because I do want to start working a little bit on the styling and the appeal. Yeah, I think that looks much better. That definitely looks like it fits in a restroom. Much improved. Beautiful, beautiful. I like that a lot, actually. That's nice. Alright, what kind of flooring could we do? Let's say in the baggage claim area. We did carpet before, although I don't think carpet really fits in with you know, luggage being dragged all over it. I think we definitely have to go for just a regular like tiled floor. I'm thinking, why don't we go ahead and why don't we try... Oh, maybe this one would look decent. I'm thinking, do we have something, you know, maybe let's go with floor 13. Because you know how when you're dragging your luggage on the wheels, it hits those little ribs in the flooring and it just that's kind of annoying. So I want to try to eliminate that. So it looks like floor 13, that wouldn't really be an issue. So let's try to put that right there. And let's see how that looks. We'll add it under our doors as well. Oh, I think that might look pretty decent. Yeah, I think that actually looks pretty decent. Now, I might have a little bit of the ribs, but I don't think it's going to be as drastic as, say, these over here. I like the way that looks. I do. Now, I think probably my favorite floor in this game is actually floor 3 and floor 3B. And the only difference is that they're oriented a little bit differently. But I think that might be my favorite. So let's go ahead and let's add that throughout the entire ticketing area, or not the ticketing area, the entrance, as well as security. I think we're gonna just put that through here. I think that'll look decent. And it looks a little funky. You know what though, I like it. I think it looks alright. I think it separates the space pretty well. And I'm not complaining. This one definitely, this one up here just, I don't know, it's just something doesn't sit right with me on that. Let's do something like this. Let's try to make this over here. I think that'll make that look a little bit nicer. Now, in our main terminal, what kind of flooring should we use there? We should probably just go with the same... Oh, and you know what? Let me check something. I'm getting a little distracted here, but let's check something real quick. From what I was told, they did add new decorative indoor bushes. Now, I'm thinking that's outdoor. Maybe it was outdoor bushes that they added. I don't think that... Huh. Decorative bush, outdoors, outdoors. Those were in the game. All of these were in the game. Let's see here. These are the indoor plants. That's what it was. They added 3 plants. And I want to say they added one more thing. Not quite sure though. Don't quote me on that. I think they added one more thing. So they definitely added the 3 plants. And then I'm guessing... I think maybe this one is new. I don't know. Either way, they did add more stuff into the game. It's strictly visual. It's not like anything like functional. It's not going to actually make your airport run smoother or anything like that. What do we have up here? Electronic kiosks, decorative bushes. Let's put down a few of those electronic kiosks. Just get them out of the way so that we don't have them sitting in the flooring area. We'll separate them. And that should be good right there. Now, which are these decorative bushes? Decorative bush 2. Let's go ahead and put those down too, just again, so we don't have the boxes chilling in our ticketing area. That looks good there. I'm happy with that. What do we have here? Decorative bush 2. So we have even more decorative bushes? Jeez. What's this? Oh yeah, the flight info displays. Okay. We definitely need some of those, without a doubt. Let's go ahead and put a few of those down right here by the restrooms. Oh, look at that. So they actually fixed the little rotation issue too. So we can do there, there. You know what? No. A little too late. You know what? Alright, let's put one more down there. Let's put some over here by the gates too if we can. Are we going to be able to squeeze this in over here? I feel like people are probably going to be wasting. You know what? We'll put one over here by this wall. And then again, let's do the flooring. Now, what kind of flooring are we going to do over here? I'm kind of liking this one, which is the same one we did in the baggage claim area. I really do like that one. If we had a seating area, you know what? See, in my opinion, the seating areas are carpeted. Typically, they're typically carpeted. Which I like this one. This one's okay too. I kind of like this one though, which is what we have. I want to say that we had that in the office, which we actually got rid of, so we can't see like a live preview of it. Typically, the seating areas and like the queued areas are all carpeted, which it would kind of look funky if we did this carpet and then we did not carpet around it. I think let's just go with this. This is probably my second favorite one, and we are already using it in the baggage claim area. So let's put this over here. Let's use this flooring down there. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna extend it all the way. Let's do this. Extend it out there. And let's see how that looks. We can always change it later. We can always change it later. Cannot be outdoors. There shouldn't be any outdoor area. Cannot be outdoors. So clearly we have something going on here with it being labeled as being outdoors, which it's really not. Okay, it doesn't matter because we have the walls there anyway, so we won't be able to tell that it's outdoors. I think that looks decent. I think it looks alright. Now, what do we have? All these boxes are going to be our tables and chairs from the cafe, right? Some more decorative bushes. We have the kitchen stuff. We can start expanding. So let's try to do, let's expand our foundation a little bit more. Do we have enough money for this? This is going to be $139,000. Let's go ahead and do that. Just expand a little bit more downwards. Speed up time as much as we can. And I am going to want to put down the cafe area somewhat quickly. We can even maybe do like a little first class cafe over here in this little section. Which I actually really like that idea. I do. And that looks like it'd be, you know, a decent spot. We'd only have maybe 4 tables and then a little smaller kitchen, but I think that would actually be decent. I like that idea more and more the more I think about it, actually. Let's get rid of this wall down here. Let's get rid of this planning that we have. Clear. We'll get rid of that. Let's see. So let's put down more flooring. We have 134,000 bucks. I'm gonna fill that out. That's gonna get done. That cost us about $13,000. And you know what? I really do like that idea. Let's try it. Let's expand the foundation. And I'm thinking maybe we'll do something like, let's try something like this. And then we're going to clear this section out, which is really the only seating that we have in the entire airport as of right now. But we will get rid of that, and I'm going to try to do the little cafe up there. And that might kind of give us some warnings. No? Good. No warnings. That's nice. We'll clear out this wall over here. And let's start putting this stuff down. I want to see how this looks. So, cafe chair, cafe table. Where do we have... Here it is. I'm thinking people will come in... Where should we do the registers? Maybe we'll do the registers right down the middle? Let's do a little bit of planning. We'll use this one. So if we do, like, we'll leave these first two squares open. Then we could do like a chair, 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 chair. And then we could do chair there, chair, chair, chair. Chair, 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 chair. Chair, 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 chair. And that could be our first class seating area. Not anything crazy. You know what? That just seems very small. Let's do one more. One more set. And that is going to be a table, not a chair right there. Let's clear that out. And then, okay, we're going to have to expand that foundation a little bit more then, right? So we'll make this the kitchen over here. So yeah, you know, I think that looks decent. I think that looks pretty good. Then we could do some registers. Cash registers, and we'll put these guys maybe up here. We'll have 3 of them. Now, let's see, what's the proper way of rotating these? That's how we want it, right there. So we're going to have the registers over here. And we're going to have the kitchen up there. So we're going to clear out this wall here. Guys, relax. That's not even, we're not even open yet. Absolutely, you guys need to calm down. You know what, there's no reason that we shouldn't, you know what, let's just go ahead and expand the foundation all the way. There's no reason not to. It's going to cost us a little bit of extra cash, but we will be able to put in more seating, which now that I look at it, let's go ahead and get rid of these, because I don't want all those people congregating in something that's not even working yet. Beautiful. We're going to clear that out. Good. Let's start working on this kitchen, right? So we're going to zone this for being a kitchen. And I don't remember everything that we need to put in there. And we absolutely have to have the zone overlay turned on for this. So let's do that. Zones. Kitchen. Will that be enough? Let's try that. If that works, then let's do more planning and see if we can actually fit. We'll be able to fit stuff in right here. And then we could make the, let's try that. It might be one of those 2 spots is going to be the cash registers. And now I want to see what kind of objects do we need here. So we need a kitchen sink. Let's do 2 kitchen sinks. Let's search, make it a little bit faster. Kitchen sink. We'll do a sink there and a sink there. What else do we need? We need the cooker and the well, let's see. Cooker, pizza oven, refrigerator. Cooker. Right there. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do a cooker. Let's see. I want to make this decent. Cooker there, cooker there. Pizza oven. Looking for the P's. There we go. Pizza oven we will do there and there. Then we will be able to do a few refrigerators. We could put those guys. Let's separate it a little bit. Don't want to have a cold refrigerator next to a hot pizza oven. That doesn't make sense. Now we need enclosed. We need prep carts, and we need those. We are gonna need those soda machines and stuff, right? So we're gonna do. Cancel that as well. We have it down here, which we can't really move that up. So we're gonna do something like this. Actually, I feel like we don't really need to do that. I think maybe we can move this one. Are those not next to each other? Kind of just looks like they might not be next to each other. Let's clear that out. So let's try that cooker. And I'm pretty sure it was next to each other. Yeah, it was. I really wish we could move it up just a little bit. Let's see if it still works. So this is what we're gonna do. Let's clear this one out, and hopefully it'll still work. And I'm gonna want to do these 2 cookers. Okay, good. We can do it there. We could do it there, and then that will allow us to build the wall over here, just like that. And then I think that'll still work. Now it just needs an enclosed space, so we're gonna put down the door right there in the middle. And we're gonna need the soda machines, the prep carts, and all that good stuff. So let's do, let's do 2 soda machines. We will do 1 there and 1 there, and then we're gonna do 2 coffee machines, which the coffee machine should be up here. Coffee maker. Okay. That's gonna look good right there, and now we just need some prep carts. And the prep carts are over here. Let's go ahead and what is the best way to do this? I'm thinking, what if we did, is there a correct way for these to be oriented? Let's check it out. We'll put 2 down for now. And I want to see how people use them. So we're going to move, and we're going to put those cash registers up here, right there, like that. Oh, nope, 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 cancel. There we go. We're going to put that right there, and now we're going to do the coffee tables, which the table is going to be here, 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 and this is going to be strictly first class. So we're going to be doing another one here in a little bit, possibly for everyone else, for the regular ones. And I know in the past I have been like, oh no, we have to have, you know, for everybody, the cafe needs to be for everybody. I don't want to make anybody feel special and all that good stuff. But hey, this doesn't seem like it's going to be large enough to be our regular cafe, which, you know what, I might be lying. I might be changing my mind. I might have convinced myself otherwise just now. Let's see. So we've got the chairing there. Let's go ahead and zone that. This is going to be our cafe area. Let's get rid of the planning. And I think we're okay. Now we just need a sign, right? So this register needs to be assigned to this kitchen. This register needs to be assigned to that kitchen. And this register needs to be assigned to that kitchen. Now, okay, this is exactly what I wanted to see. They are using these on the other side that I actually want them to use them on. So let's slow down. Let's actually pause. And prep cart. That's what we're looking for. Prep cart. Now let's make sure. Is this rotated? I really wish there was a better way to see how these are rotated, because right now they look the same from both angles. They look the same. Because I kind of want to do like 4 prep carts here and have a little like gap, and then have maybe four prep carts here or something. Like just have the 1 gap and then have prep carts here. Let's try that. Let's go ahead and speed up time and see how they're using those. Okay, so they're using those on the opposite side too. So I actually want these to be here. And then I want that to be there. I then want to rotate that, and I think that's going to make them use it the way I want them to use it. You know what? That's fine. Let's just stick with the way that is. Not gonna get all nitpicky there. I think we are good. We just need to do some lines over here. So we're gonna expand the queue, and I think we should just do the 1 queue. Do something like that, have it come up, and then we could do something like this. Let's do something like that. We'll see how that works. Now we should have flights coming in. Let's see if we can actually schedule more flights, because right now our airport is not really making us that much money. And it seems like we do have plenty of time slots available for more flights, especially around that afternoon time. So let's do, I want to say let's do one morning and one afternoon flight for now. One morning, one afternoon. Rexicana, nobody wants to accept. Smart Air. We have, looks like we have one possibility for the afternoon, a Boeing 767, which is pretty huge. So Rexicana, thank you, welcome. That is afternoon, right? So let's see, Galactic Point has a bunch, but they are not interested. Let's go a Ford Air. Are you guys interested with a morning flight, 767? You are, beautiful. So that's 2 flights that we got. Let's do something like this. We're gonna move this. We're gonna move this to where it's only 2 hours, and then actually we could extend this time a little bit, make that a little bit longer. So we're gonna have an hour and a half there. This can then move up here. So that's an hour and a half. Let's push this back another half an hour, give it just a little bit more time. Hour and a half in between. So we're gonna bump this. We're gonna make that 2 hours and give this another little half hour just in case. This can come up, and then that as well is going to be an hour and a half, right? That's an hour 50. Oh, okay, I guess we could do something like that. And that's invalid now. So we could actually do another afternoon flight. Let's make these a little bit longer too. Just give them a little extra time to board passengers and stuff, which they probably don't need that right now, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go for it. Let's extend this one as well as this one, and I think we are good. Plenty of time there. We're not gonna worry about that slot right now, which we could actually just bump this one up a little bit and maybe fit in another flight right there. Something we could probably do. Let's see here. We could do another afternoon flight, I think. I don't know. You know what? Let's go with this and see how that works. That's going to be tomorrow. Now we do have plenty of people coming in. Ticketing seems to be doing just fine, which it should. I mean, that's a freaking giant ticketing area. Our security is doing fine as well, although I do think we might want to add a queue eventually down here to the security ID checks. What's this down here? Decorative bush 2. We have a lot of decorative bushes that we have unassigned. Now we do have this area over here. You know what? Let's see how's the cafe doing. People seem to be using the cafe, you know, a decent little bit. How much money are we making? We made $236 off the cafe. Nobody's really using the queue because it seems like they're processing people faster than they can actually come in, but with the new flights coming in tomorrow, I think that's probably gonna change. So I'm not gonna touch that. I'm gonna leave that the way that is. Let's go ahead and give them some flooring though. What kind of flooring should we do in the cafe? We're not gonna do carpet. I'm thinking, should we do wood flooring? Let's see how that looks. Let's see how the wood flooring looks. That might look pretty nice. Might look a little fancy. What do we have here? Gate agent desk, food vending, a garbage bin, bench. We do need seating areas. That's something that we really do need. I'm thinking, where could we do a good seating area? Maybe just like right here. People that are coming to the gates, that's not going to really be in their way. And then people that need to go down here to the terminal can just walk through here. Let's try to do that. Let's do some seating areas because we... Oh, look, there's new benches. That's what it was. Oh, those are fancy. Those are like leather little couches or something. 500. This bench costs you... Oh, because we have 2 in stock. But then these are 500. That's pretty fancy, man. Look at that. Let's try to put these down. Let's do something like... Oh yeah, I like that. Something new. Let's put, I'm guessing, let's see if this works. We'll do that there. We'll put one behind it. We could do something like that and like that. And that could be our seating area. And then these guys, you know what? No, I want to cancel that. I'm going to extend that just a little bit more. So we're going to give them just a little bit more room, like the 2 tiles. And we'll do something like that. And let's do one more. Yeah, let's do one more. Then this will be our seating area, and I think that looks pretty dang fancy. And we're going to do some more decorative bushes. We'll do something like this. I think that looks pretty nice. Let's go ahead and do a few of the garbage bins. We'll do garbage bins on each end there. We'll do garbage bins on each end here. And I think that looks pretty good. That seating area is quite lovely. Quite lovely. And then you know what we could do? We could actually move these queues a little bit lower. Just kind of give these guys that are leaving this a little bit more room. I'm going to do that real quick. And I think, guys, I think that's going to be the end of the episode. But let's do this. So let's slow down time just a little bit. I'm actually going to... Oh, you know what? And are people... Yeah, people are actually waiting. So we're going to wait until this plane leaves. And that'll actually give us an opportunity to see how quickly everything gets done here. So it's waiting on baggage unloading, which is getting done right now. Now it's waiting on baggage unloading, which we have plenty of baggage carts. So that is something that should be done very, very quickly. Now we do have an hour, 50 minutes until the plane is scheduled to depart. The baggage did get loaded. We have 140 people on board already. And it looks like it's probably going to be a little bit late. Departs in 2 minutes. And we're still missing a good 21 people. Yeah, it's a little bit late. Not quite sure. Let's see, 89, 90, and we have this last person going through. So it left 36 minutes late, so that's not good. I'm thinking, what is the issue there? What could be the reason why they left late? That's something we're going to have to investigate. But before that, let's go ahead. We're going to shrink this. And we're actually going to move this a little bit lower. And we're going to give these guys that are leaving, we're going to give them a little bit more room to exit the gate and go towards baggage claim. So we're going to expand the queue. We're going to, let's say, do something like that. You know what, let's do this one first. Let's worry about the first class one first, actually. So we're going to do... maybe something like this. That can be the first class. I feel like that's probably large enough. And then we can do... let's do... I don't know. I want this to look good. Let's do something like this. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. I think that's going to be good right there. Let's go ahead. We're going to exit out of that. So this gate agent is going to... it's already assigned to that gate. But we're going to assign you to this queue, and this is going to be first class only. And so you're assigned to both, right? So that's first class only. We're also going to assign you down to this, which is going to be coach only. And then you are already assigned to the gate, and now you are going to be assigned to the coach only queue. And that should be plenty of room, and I actually like it because it did clear out this area, which now that that area is cleared out a little bit more, we can actually extend this wall just a little bit, so that will allow these people to kind of stay away from this queue a little bit more. And you know what? We're going to see how that works real quick. And I'm thinking, what is the slowdown? Like, why did those people, were they maybe waiting in the cafe or something? Which, speaking of the cafe, I think that wood flooring does look pretty good. I still maintain that it looks a little bit like bricks, but overall I do think it is pretty nice, regardless. Now let's check this out. So nobody is going through ticketing right now, and nobody is going through security. So everybody that's in our airport is either leaving the airport, or they're hanging out in a restroom or the cafe area, or they're at their gate. So let's see, we should have 163 people on this flight. We have 1 hour to get everybody on. Can we get this flight to leave on time? Doesn't look very likely. And that is because all these people are hanging out in the cafe area. So I think we found the culprit. You're supposed to leave in 2 minutes, 1 minute, and there's still people hanging out in the cafe. Now I'm thinking this probably isn't the issue, but it could be. 162 people left. I'm guessing about 10 minutes late. This person looks like they probably missed their flight right here because you were too busy eating a hamburger in the cafe and you weren't paying attention. Oh, it was you. You weren't paying attention to when your flight left. That being said, let's give these guys some flight info displays just in case. I don't think that's gonna fix it, but it could. We'll give them flight info displays. Let's do here, 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 and here. So they still have plenty of room to go in and out, but that will give them more information as to when their flight leaves. Now I'm thinking we might also want to do a few over here, kind of like by the seating areas. Let's do that. We'll give them displays there, and then we could do a few displays along these walls over here. Like that. And I think that is going to be it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you guys liked it. In the next episode, we do have $303,000 now, so the airport is making quite a bit of money. Let's see, flight ops income $260, staff expense $26,000. That's pretty heavy for staff expense. We are making roughly $233,000 every single day, which really is probably closer to, oh, I don't know, maybe $175,000. But that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I think what we're going to do in the next episode, we are going to expand it down here. We're going to add in another gate, and I'm thinking we might do an extra large gate. And we could, even if we did expand this terminal area over here, we could actually do an extra large gate here and here. I've already checked, it will fit. We just have to cut down a little bit on the width of this terminal area, just by like 2 squares. And then we'll have 2 extra large gates, and then we could wrap around the taxiway, and we'll see how that works. But you know what, if you guys like this episode, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are nearing 10,000, and hopefully I'll see you guys on another episode. Until then, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.